Hey guys, a very good morning and welcome to day number 9. We're going to get started in the next couple of minutes. I want everybody to jump into the chat, type an energetic good morning to everybody who's here. Fantastic. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Beautiful. I want you to type good morning in the chat as more people join in. Yes, a very good morning. Vishwanath is here, Srijana, Bhuvendra, Padma is here, Sachin, Shekhar, Kiran, Minal. Fantastic. Ramnivas, Prasad is here, Sangeeta, Archana, Suresh, Kamlesh. Welcome, guys. Very good morning to all of you. All right. So last night, I just gave you a quick reminder to finish your daily tasks to such an extent by this Sunday that you've covered 1/3 of your 30-day project. Yes, because it will be 2 out of 6 weeks. So 1/3, at least 33%. How many of you are on track for it? How many of you are on track to finish 1/3 of your 30-day project by this Sunday, by the end of this week? Type me in the chat. Yes, Anandi is on track. Fantastic. Bhuendra is there. Srijana, Srinivasar, Kamlesh. Fantastic. Yes, on track, on track. Asos, KR Menon, Sachin is saying now on track. Beautiful. Ramnivasar, Shivam, Shyam, Shiva. Beautiful. Radhika is on track. Shekhar is almost 50% done. That is fantastic. On track for health goal. Okay. Padmas is on track. Do you need to modify the other goals? Do you want to reduce it, remove it, eliminate it? Don't leave it as a burden at the back of your mind. Yes. Anything pending from a 30-day project, address it. Yes. How long are you going to take to do it? Right? Or reduce the size of it or remove it for now. I'll add it in the next month's goal. Don't leave anything pending at the back of your head. That is like an energy sucker, right? It sucks up all your energy because, oh, this is pending, this is pending. Yes, you should be free of all that headache. And you can perform better at such a higher level if you don't keep those pending things at the back of your head. When something is pending, no, it's not just pending on your to-do list. It's pending inside your head, right? So you have to let go of that. Give it freedom. Give that energy, you do a tata bye-bye to that energy, let it go away. All right. Vishwanath says 20% for finance trading. Okay. CS is around 70%. Nursing, fantastic. All right. So a lot of people still joining in. I just want you to type in the chat. How many of you are on track to finish 1/3 of your 30-day project by this Sunday? All right. So today we're going to dive back into exactly where we stopped yesterday. We're going to dive back into the 6 human needs. And we're going to talk about certainty and uncertainty today. The exercise I am going to give you today has life-changing potential, right? There's one very small, very easy to do exercise that I will give you that you can do every day, right? And that has the potential to, radically shift the way you're living your life, all right? That exercise is one of the easiest ways to change any habit, change any pattern, any psychological pattern in your life without needing willpower. How many of you want something like that? You don't need any willpower and you'll be able to change any habit. Yes. Anybody need something like that? Type me. Yes. Mala says, this is the best message from your end, that is leaving the backlog. Absolutely. Now, see, this clicked for you today because I talked about leaving it. But a couple of days ago, I already talked about redesigning your 30-day project. How many of you remember that? Redesigning your 30-day project. Yes, realigning it, adjusting, adapting to it. But you didn't get the message fully. That is why I give the messages again. For some people, some words click in a different way. So when today I said, leave half of it. Yes. If something is pending, you can schedule it for the next month, the next 3 months, the next year. Yes. So you're free of this backlog in your heads. This has more meaning to you. And that's why it seems to click. So take the action today. All right. Yes. A lot of you want the simple exercise I'm going to give you today. Yes. It is so simple. It may appear that it may not work, but it is, just as powerful. All right. So I'm going to get started right away. I have a couple of questions for everybody who is here. Everybody open up the chat. We're going to do fastest fingers first. All right. Everybody open up the chat. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Let's see who are the first people to type these answers. Yes. Now, the first question for everybody is, what are the 6 human needs? Let's see who can type all 6 in the chat, not individually, all 6 in the chat. Who's the first one to type all 6 human needs? How many of you remember it? Let's see in the chat. All the 6 human needs, the exact names. I don't want approximations. Let's see how many of you remember it. What are the 6 human needs we talked about yesterday? All 6. Not one by one. Chandrasekhar has posted only certainty. All 6 together. Type all 6 and then post. Yes, Shiva is the first one to type. Certainty, variety, significance, connection and love, growth, contribution. Who else remembers? Type in the chat. Certainty, uncertainty, significance. Okay. Love, growth, contribution. Okay. Fantastic. Neeraj remembers, Srinivasa remembers, Sangeeta remembers, Meenal, Vishwanath, Asha. All right. Sachin, Suresh, Manav, Vasu. Fantastic. Chandrasekhar has got it finally. Yes. Kiran, Radhika, Kiran's Sanghani. We have two Kirans. Okay. Archana, Kishore, Vasu. Beautiful. Yes. Shashank. Shashank has written 7 for some reason. Okay. Love and connection you've written separately. Okay. But it's in the same need. All right. So you guys remember this. Second question. Let's see who types this one first. Okay. This round is won by Siva. All right. Second question is, which are the human needs necessary for human survival? Which human needs are necessary for human survival? Let's see how many of you remember this. First four, okay, but give me the names. She was too fast. Instead of 4, you typed dollar. You're pressing shift on your keyboard. Yes, Basu is the person who typed the names. Fantastic. Basu wins this round. Huh? Certainty, variety, significance, love. Perfect. The first 4, they're not in any order, just these 4. All right. Even calling them first 4 is not really the right way to call it. Yes, we're just calling it first 4 so that we can refer to it easily. All right. Fantastic. A lot of people got this right. So these 4 human needs: certainty, variety, love and connection, right? Growth, significance. Love and connection and significance. All right. These 4 are necessary for human survival. If you are not meeting these needs in any way, positive or negative, you're going to get into depression. You're going to be suicidal eventually. All right. Now, final question. And this, you have to write the names of the needs. I don't type the number of needs. Which needs are necessary for human fulfillment, for human happiness? Let's see. First one. Vishwanath, fantastic. You've got it. Growth and contribution. Not all 6. All 6 is actually the correct answer if you think of it. Yes. But for human fulfillment, if these 2 are missing, you won't be fulfilled. Yes, these 2 had added to the first 4 to give him. So J.K. Rowling is not really wrong. But yes, these 2 are necessary to complete human fulfillment. All 6 is the correct answer, actually. Yes, thank you for correcting me there. But these 2 need to be added to the first 4. Yes. Ashutosh is right. Srinivas is right. K.R. Manansar is right. Shiv Kumar, Meenal, Radhika, Mahesh, Pankaj, Gulvinder, Kishore, Anandi, Vasu, Manav, Shiva, Sangeeta, Kiran, Srijana. Fantastic. So this final answer is won by Vishwanath. Fantastic. Well done, Vishwanath. All right. So we'll get started right away with certainty, uncertainty, and this amazing paradox exercise that I created for myself, actually. And it works so amazingly. Every person I've given this exercise to, and those who've done it seriously, they've radically shifted, their lives in very, very, very positive ways. Today, I'm going to give you this paradox exercise. It is supremely powerful. But before we do that, we're going to dive into analyzing our needs in our life. So yesterday, we analyzed it in the opposite way. So we analyzed it as, okay, in my work life, what needs are getting fulfilled? In my relationship, what needs are getting fulfilled? Today, we are going to start the opposite approach. So we're going to pick up one need, certainty, and then we're going to observe, okay, what role the need is playing in our lives. All right. Now, let's get started. Certainty and uncertainty, or variety, we're going to discuss today. We will analyze the role these needs are playing in our life. All right. I'll give you a powerful hack or a tool to change your behavior, and that does not even require willpower. Now, certainty, the need for safety, security, stability, and comfort. We've already discussed this. Example, career is a vehicle to meet our needs. So all activities that we do in our lives meets a certain number of needs. The more needs that it meets, the more permanent it is, the more strongly attached we are to that activity. All right. And the lesser number of needs it meets, the more we hate it. We don't like to do it. All right. So career is a vehicle to meet our needs. So when we are in a career, whether we're in a business, whether we're in a professional capacity, whether we're in a job, so that whole activity of doing your job, of running a business meets our needs in a number of ways. For some people, it may need certain needs. For other people, it may need a certain other needs. Now, for everybody, listen to this for a moment. I want you to imagine 3 entities here. It is not just the human being and the needs that you have to connect. There are 3 things: the human being, the activity, and the needs. All right. which means the human being, two different human beings doing the same activity could be fulfilling different needs. Listen to this very carefully. No writing right now. Human being, the activity, and the needs. So three entities that we have to think of in our mind when we talk about the six human needs. Let's say the human beings are different, right? So we have one 18-year-old guy and one 56-year-old guy, right? So different human beings. The activity is the same, and the needs they will be fulfilling will be different, even though the activity is the same. So let's say playing cricket is the activity, trying to play cricket, right? Playing cricket. So the activity is the same, but different human beings could be meeting different needs by doing the same activity. An 18-year-old who is playing cricket might be doing it for uncertainty, yes, variety, or he might be doing it for growth. He may be wanting to join a team, yes, his cricket team. He might be doing it for a combination of these. Whereas a 56-year-old playing cricket might be doing it for love and connection. Yes, he doesn't really need to. He's not building a career out of playing cricket. He just wants to build love and connection with the people who are also in his team. I mean, if you had a light bulb moment right now, same activity, different people may be meeting different needs. That guy, the 56-year-old who's playing cricket, might be doing it for contribution as well, because there are 7 or 8 members. They needed one more guy to play. So just to help those guys play, he joined the team. Yes. Can you see this? Same activity being done by different people could be meeting different needs. Type a big yes in the chat if you understand this. Type a big yes in the chat if you understand this. Yes. So it's human being, the activity, and then the human needs. All right. Now, the same human being, yes, the same human being could be doing different activities to meet different needs. This we already understand, right? Now, the same human being doing the same activity could be meeting different needs at different point in their lives, right? So as a 10-year-old, calling a friend is the activity. When you call your friend as a 10-year-old, you might be doing it for, let's say, collaboration, or you might be doing it for competition in school. So you might be fulfilling your need for growth there, right? As a 40-year-old, when you're calling a friend, you might be meeting your need for love and connection, right? As a 60-year-old, when you're calling a friend, you might be meeting a need for certainty. It gives you certainty to talk to that same person again and again, right? Same person, same activity, different phase of life, then you meet different needs. Yes. By the way, same activity, right? Meeting the same needs, right? It can be done in different ways by different people. Okay, let me not confuse you too much. But how many of you understand that you cannot determine, well, which need is being met just by looking at the activity? You have to know about the person as well. You need to know all three things to know how the 6 human needs are behaving in a certain situation. You need to know the person, you need to know the activity, and then you need to know the needs being met so that you can work on this situation. Yes, how many of you know this? Type a big yes in the chat. Are you able to understand this? Yes. Somebody who's smoking, a 40-year-old who's smoking might be doing it to get uncertainty because his life is fixed, very certain, same job, same family members, going and coming every day. When he smokes, he gets a little bit of a high. That risk is there in smoking, right? So he gets uncertainty. Whereas a 16-year-old who starts smoking might be doing it to get significance. This actually happens. A lot of young people start smoking and they will subconsciously get caught by their parents, who will then focus completely on this kid, because now this kid needs significance, and he started smoking, and subconsciously he exposed it to his parents, who are now focused on him, because earlier he was not feeling significant. The parents were focused on their own lives, on their own jobs. He was not feeling significant enough. So there can be a subconscious way of feeling significant. So same activity, smoking, it could be meeting different needs for different people. All right. So now we're going to dive into certainty. The reason I gave you this way of thinking about it is because I don't want you to jump to quick conclusions. Acha, anybody who is doing this needs, properly meeting these needs. Anybody who's in an IT job, in a private job, may not want that much certainty. That's not true, right? Depends upon who the person is, depend upon other factors of the situation. For example, two people in an IT job. One person has switched 3 companies in the last 5 years. Yes, they are trying to meet the need for variety through their career, through their work, right? One person has stayed in the same company for the last 10 years. Yes, he's looking for more certainty. Yes, and maybe even growth, right? Just as the same as the other person. Other person is looking for growth by growing their money, going into different companies. This person might be looking for growth by becoming more respected and more valued in the same company, climbing the ladder in the same company. Both of them are getting growth, but they have different approaches, right? So even the same needs can be met, by different activities or different quality of activities by different people. So it's a very, very variable situation that you have to observe all 3 elements before you can make a decision on, what change needs to be made. All right. So career is a vehicle to meet our needs for certainty, significance, contribution. These are 3 main, I would say, 3 primary things people look for in their work, but people also look for love and connection sometimes. And by the way, have you ever noticed that person? There is always this one person in the office who's very intrusive, who's very chipku. He wants to know everything about your personal life as well. Yes. Anybody has somebody like that in the office? Yes. Very intrusive, trying to become friends, trying to meet outside the office all the time. Yes. Anybody seen somebody like that? Yes. Those are the people who are trying to meet the need for love and connection in their work. Yes. They're trying to meet the need for love and connection. It is undermet in other areas of their life. They're trying to meet it in their work. Yes, it's a light bulb moment for you type LB in the chat. How can you help them? Now, you don't really need to help them. But if they come to me and say, I want to reduce this, people get offended, then you find other ways to fulfill your need for love and connection. Right? Yeah. Fantastic. Now, how many of you have that boss or that senior or that person who's always looking to mentor the young guys? Yes, come to me for help, very open to help. Yes. And they're always giving you suggestions, even if you didn't ask for it. Yes, in the office, yes, so many people, not one says yes. Those are the people who are looking for contribution beyond themselves. They are making progress or they are not making progress, doesn't matter. They want to help other people. So in your career, in your work also, those people are looking for contribution to their work, right? And if they want to reduce it, they may want to fulfill the need for contribution outside of their work. See, how small little changes can impact your behavior, right? Now, different people may be meeting different needs through their career. A wildlife photographer is meeting a totally different need than a government official. We discussed this yesterday. Even in the same profession, the person who sticks to the same company is meeting the need for certainty and maybe even contribution because he's aligned with the mission of that company. Whereas the person who is switching different projects, different roles, and even different companies may be meeting the need for variety or uncertainty. Yes, and even, growth in a different way. All right. We already understood this about certainty. So we may also need to embrace certainty or certain needs at different stages of our lives. For example, getting into a marriage will mean you need to embrace certainty and commitment. A lot of people delay their marriage for the longest time because they have a lot of certainty in other areas of their life. Whenever somebody comes to me and says, remember, I asked you to put on your life coach hat yesterday. All right, think like a life coach. Somebody comes to me who says, I'm 32 and I'm not married. Yes, or I'm 35 and I'm not married, or I'm 40 and my parents want me to get married. The first thing I start to evaluate in their life is what places they have a lot of certainty. And these people have a lot of certainty everywhere, right? So they don't want more certainty of getting married and being fixed. All right. Sometimes it can be other issues, but this is one of the leading things that you will find. And so if you can help them create variety in other areas of their life, variety in their work life, variety in other areas in different ways, then they will appreciate the certainty that is brought on in their life by getting married, right? Then they will be open to accepting more certainty in their life. Switching to a different type of job, a different job, type of job, shifting to a different city will mean you need to embrace uncertainty. A lot of people have a lot of uncertainty in their life already. This is the opposite of what I just gave you. For example, relationship is not very solid. Yes, they have a lot of uncertainty. Yes, or they have a lot of uncertainty in terms of their home life, in terms of their kids who's always falling sick. Yes, or somebody who's going through some other struggle. So they have a lot of uncertainty. And now when their company asks them to switch locations, they're very uncomfortable. They don't want more uncertainty in their life. When they need to switch their job, they're very uncomfortable because they love that certainty that their job is giving them, because the rest of their life is uncertain. They don't have savings, or they don't have a lot of things that are giving them uncertainty, right? So you make them feel, or you can make yourself feel in that situation, create more certainty in other areas of your life, right? So that you can embrace the uncertainty that shifting from the job brings you. Now, I want everybody to analyze for a moment, where do you meet the need for certainty in your life? I'm going to give you some examples. Everybody start writing. I feel certain when. I feel certain when. What gives you certainty in your life? Maybe you fulfill the need for certainty by walking your dog. Every morning when you take your dog for a walk, or every evening, you feel certain. That makes you feel like, yes, your life is okay. All right. Drinking your cup of coffee in the morning. For some people, yes, you're having your chai, you're having a coffee in the morning, and you feel like, okay, this is something permanent. So when you're traveling, for some reason, you don't get tea or coffee, you feel weird for some time. Now, that has medical reasons also behind it, but it also is taken away that certainty from your life. Your morning ritual, right? Do something in the morning, meditation, exercise, journaling. That you don't do it for a few days, you feel that feeling of, that used to give you certainty. It's not giving certainty anymore. Sachin says, I started feeling certain on exploring more investment options for future. That's fantastic. Write it down. Your night routine, positive ways only. So right away, just looking at the positive ways, right? Your night routine, doing something before going to bed, listening to maybe a song, or, having a bath before going to bed, you feel certain, right? Only if you know somebody who has to take a bath before going to bed, even if it is winter time. Yes. So that gives them that certainty. As to say, I feel certain by talking to my mom and dad. Yes. Yes. First of all, we only want to write down the positive ways. I feel certain when I have fixed my daily routine followed. Okay. Okay. But go deeper. What are the elements that really define your daily routine? Stock scan, maybe one or two things that are the most important part of your daily routine. I feel certain on every morning, start with meditation. Yes. Stock scanning for finding the right trade. Okay. I feel certain when I'm with the team in the office. Okay. Feel certain when I go for a walk and have a coffee. Yes, you got it. Shanks, I'm unable to find something to fill in this blank. What does this mean? So whatever gives you certainty in your life. So the other way to look at it is, if you don't do something every day, then it makes you feel like, you're missing something in your life. What is that activity? Right? You can look at it that way. If you miss doing something every day, reading at least 15 pages before going to bed. Yes, I feel certain when I complete my morning puja. Yes. A lot of people, they pray every morning, every evening. If they miss their prayers, they feel, something is missing in their life. Somebody says, I feel certain when I earn 1 lakh per month regularly. Yes, when your income is fluctuating, it can take away your certainty. So when you are hitting a certain threshold, that means you are feeling certain with that. Yes. Adhika says, my fitness activity. All right. Feel certain when I start earning consistently in trading. Okay. I feel certain I attend office. Okay. Feel certain when I complete my task for the day, both personal and official. Good. Yes. All right. The next thing I want you to do is, are there any negative ways that make you feel certain? Negative ways. Maybe when you quarrel with your husband or a certain colleague in the office, you're always, kind of having friction with each other, right? And when it doesn't happen, you're like, something is wrong. How come we didn't fight for 2 days, right? Maybe with that friend or that colleague in the office, or with your husband or wife at home. That can be a negative way of fulfilling the need for certainty. That gives you certainty, right? I also feel certain when, right, on the negative ways. Maybe you fulfill your need for certainty by worrying about money. A lot of people, if you're not worried about money, you feel something is wrong in your life, because you've always been worried about money, right? When I check my phone, it makes you feel certain. This everybody has. I don't know how many of you have noticed this. You don't check your phone for 30 minutes. You're like, I don't feel certain. I have to check. Have I missed something? Everybody has built this. Smoke, drink alcohol, eat sugar. Yes. A lot of people, they're meeting the need for certainty because they have a lot of uncertainty in their life otherwise by smoking. Some people, they have a lot of certainty in their life. They meet the need for uncertainty by smoking, right? It's very individual, but you can look for it. By drinking alcohol, eating sugar makes me feel certain, right? Yeah, late night mobile surfing, I feel certain when I check my phone. Not meeting new people, not trying new foods, not traveling to new places. People who call themselves introverts, or you behave like an introvert, and you avoid meeting new people. It makes you feel certain. My life is fine. If new person enters, my life will go haywire, right? So you don't want to make new friends. You're not open to accepting new people in your life. That makes you feel certain. Not trying new food, sticking to what you like to eat. Yes. Not traveling to new places. Yes. Watching TV after work. Yes. I also feel certain when I see my investment growth and trading daily. Okay. How many of you know somebody who goes to the same spot for vacation every year? They go to the same town and city every year for the last 5 years, 10 years. The people not traveling to new places, right? Picking a fight or a quarrel with somebody. Yes. I also feel certain when I don't do yoga every day. Very good observation, Dr. Pawan. Write it down. Yes. If you complained about something at least 3 or 4 times, that's it. All right. If you complained about something not happening, that means that when it happens, makes you feel certain. It can be positive or negative. What is it? All right. Now, those who have found any negative way or unproductive way in which you're meeting the need for uncertainty, type yes in the chat if you found any negative or unproductive way in which you are meeting the need for certainty, sorry, not uncertainty, certainty. We talk about uncertainty here, but yes. Lot of it. Fantastic. All right. Yes. So I want you to choose that one area of your life where you're meeting the need for certainty, which is creating a negative impact. All right. So write down, what could I add to this ritual to make it healthier? Important question, right? For example, you're quarreling with your husband or your wife, and that makes you feel certain. Or, mothers have this habit, worrying about their children makes them feel certain. When there is nothing to worry about, also, they will find a reason to worry. Otherwise, they feel weird. How many of you have a mom like that? Or you are like that kind of a mom? Type yes in the chat. They're always worried about you, right? Even if there is nothing to worry about, they will see your weight. You become thin. Yes, and they will worry about that. How have you become thin? Padma says, it's me. Yes, I am that kind of mom. So that's an unhealthy ritual. You don't want to be worried about something all the time. Yes, somebody says, my mom, I relate myself. All right. So what could you add to this ritual to make it healthier? Maybe you can add a gratitude habit, saying thanks for what is okay with your child. Yes. Looking at what is already good in your kid's life rather than first focusing on what is bad. Those are eating, sugar to feel certain. Maybe you can eat sugar-free treats or switch to nicotine gum if you are smoking. Yes. You can find healthier alternatives, no, first. The easiest way to kind of move forward. Look for sugar-free biscuits. Look for sugar-free, even sweets nowadays, right? Worrying about kids' education. Yes. So maybe first look at their achievements. Yes. Switch to nicotine. Maybe add a ritual in your life. Every morning after I pray or in my morning ritual, I'll write down 3 things that are good in my kids' lives. All right. Kids not getting jobs. Yes. So what is good anyways? At least they have some good habits, some good things. Yes. Maybe you can eat sugar-free treats, switch to nicotine gum, or you can also ask this question, how can I reduce its impact? So although, okay, I am stressed about my kids not getting something, how can I reduce the impact of this stress? Instead of being worried, I could maybe do something constructive for it. I could call up a few people who could help me know how to help them get the job. Do something about it rather than just worrying about it. Right? That's how you can reduce its impact. Maybe use your phone only for 60 minutes after you've touched it. You can make a rule. Let's say your phone is giving you certainty every time you're checking your phone that, after you've touched your phone, you can only use it for 30 minutes, right? So you won't touch your phone unless you're allowed to use up that 30 minutes in that day or that 60 minutes a day, right? Another simple thing you can do, a lot of people who are addicted to their phone, you can go to your phone and make your display black and white. You will immediately get de-addicted from your phone. Very simple hack. Go to the settings, display, settings, and then display. And reading mode in Android, it is, I think, reading mode. Switch on the reading mode, make it black and white, and you will get de-addicted very quickly, right? Also block all notifications on your phone. Take back your control from your phone. Yes. Take back your control from your phone. Block all the notifications except maybe WhatsApp and what is necessary. All the other app, block all the notifications. It will make your life so stress-free because your phone is a reflection of your mind also. When there's too many notifications on your phone, you feel cluttered and stressed in your head. right? When the phone is empty, every time you pick up the phone, there's no notifications. You feel so good. Yes, all Facebook, Instagram, Amazon, all that nonsense, all that, remove the notifications. Your phone should not decide when you look at the phone. You should decide when you look at the phone. Notification should come from here. It should not come from your phone. All right. Yeah. Drink alcohol only one day a week, maybe, or switch to a low alcohol variant, low alcohol beer, low alcohol, whatever it may be. So just working on improving it, right? And looking for certainty in other areas of your life. Yes. Create more certainty in other areas of your life. Yes. Then we'll talk about uncertainty. How many of you are done with this? Type done in the chat. Changing the vehicle of certainty. So one of the solutions is maybe find certainty by doing something else. Let's say you're getting worried about your kids. Find certainty by doing 10 minutes of meditation. Find certainty by reading 20 pages of a book. Find certainty by having a gratitude habit. Find certainty by feeding a cow every morning, leaving some rice for sparrows every morning. Yes, simple habits that give you certainty, that make you feel grounded, connected with your life. Yes, yours is done. Got solution for mobile. Yes, build certainty in other ways so you can let go of these unhealthy ways. How many of you understand this? Yes, build certainty in other ways so you can let go of these unhealthy ways if you need to let them go. All right, let's talk about uncertainty. The need for stimulus, variation, and change. Switching to a different job or a different type of job, switching to a different city, you may need to embrace uncertainty. Now, you are already meeting your need for uncertainty in your life every single day. Sometimes it can have a negative impact on your life, sometimes positive. Where do you meet the need for uncertainty in your life, by the way? I feel uncertain when, what are the positive ways? Maybe you fulfill your need for uncertainty when you are vulnerable, when you're sharing your vulnerabilities with someone, when you are challenged, right? You feel uncertain. When you get a big task, you don't know whether I can do this or not. It feels challenging. Yes. When your bank balance is lower than usual, it will meet your need for uncertainty at the end of the month. So many people, they spend all their money. Every month they're doing it, but they will continue to do it because it meets the need for uncertainty. At a subconscious level, you like that uncertainty. Now I don't have money in the last week of the month. What am I going to do? Right? So subconsciously, you will ensure that your bank balance becomes empty, right? Just to feel that uncertainty. You don't know it. You just do it subconsciously, right? You feel uncertain when your child is growing up. A lot of people do, feel very uncertain as they grow up, as they go into different schools, colleges, and all of that. You meet new people, you feel uncertain. You go on a date, you feel uncertain. You go on unplanned trips, you feel uncertain. Some people, everything has to be planned beforehand. I used to be somebody like that. Now I'm more open to doing something that gives you uncertainty, right? Uncertainty, variety. Yes, when someone does not speak for days, okay. So maybe you are subconsciously making that happen. Yes, manifesting it, attracting it in your life. Like it says, don't know what I'm uncertain about. It's not what you are uncertain about. That's not the question here. It's that what, when it happens in your life, maybe it happened 3 months ago, that makes you feel uncertain. Right? That's what I want to look at. I also feel uncertain when negative ways in which you're meeting the need for uncertainty or variety, right? Fear, worry. Now, while some people feel certain when they are worried, let's say for your children, some people feel uncertain when they are worried. How many of you feel that you feel the variety, uncertainty, adventure when you're worried about your kids? Yes. Or when you're worried about your life, my life is getting wasted, I'm not enough. Yes. So this says, but as traders and entrepreneurs, should we not be embracing uncertainty? Yes, I already said in many different areas of your life, you will be required to embrace uncertainty. But that also means if uncertainty is already there in other areas of your life in large quantities, you will not want it in your trading. All those who are traders, one of the best things you can do for yourself, all those who are traders, those who need to embrace uncertainty, one of the best things you can do for yourself is in other areas of your life, create certainty, create as much certainty as you can, right? In other areas of your life, with your children, with your wife, husband, in every other area of your life, create as much certainty as possible. Talk to the same people, stick to the same people. Then you will want uncertainty. You will embrace the uncertainty that comes with trading. All right. This is for traders. Now, when you are suspicious of someone, don't trust someone. Yes, that gives you uncertainty. So anytime you get an opportunity, you will mistrust somebody. You will not trust somebody because that is giving you uncertainty in your life and you are lacking uncertainty in your life. Yes. Yes. Awesome inputs. Great. Unhealthy excitement, driving recklessly, drinking recklessly, violence, all of that meets your need for uncertainty. How many of you know somebody who is otherwise calm in their life, maybe a friend of a friend, maybe a cousin, maybe brother, sister, who is very calm, good person. But when they start driving, they drive very recklessly. How many of you know somebody like that? Yes, you don't want to go on a drive. Yes, Ashutosh says myself with that person. Yes, Praveen says me. Anybody like that in their normal life? Yes, a lot of people here. They're very normal, happy, good. Yes, but driving, they drive very recklessly. Why? They have to fulfill their need for uncertainty. Driving recklessly gives you uncertainty. Yes, it gives you variety, change. Yes, gives you that excitement and wonder. So what do you need to do if you want to reduce uncertainty in your driving? Start playing a computer game. Build some uncertainty in your life. This is one of the biggest things. See, in our modern lives now, at least for people who have a certain level of safety, security, and income in their life, you lack uncertainty to a large extent. To a large extent. Most people that I meet, who have a certain level of economic comfort, certain financial stability in their life, they have a lack of uncertainty. They don't have uncertainty. And how do they create uncertainty in their life? By getting addicted to their mobile phones, their instant gratification, by driving recklessly, by drinking recklessly. There is a healthy way to drink also, right? When you have a little bit of alcohol once in a while, once a week, twice a week, yes, it's healthy. But when you do it every night and then you go out and fight with somebody, yes, or you hurt yourself, or you start crying about your past, that's an unhealthy way of drinking, right? So, even in a relationship, you can't easily trust somebody that is giving you uncertainty. Yes. Satyanarayana says it is because of adrenaline addiction. Yeah. So those addictions are the symptoms. You understand? Those are the symptoms, right? But at a psychological level, these are the actual, causes. If you build uncertainty in other areas of your life, if you start playing a cricket match and you start becoming a part of certain things like which give you uncertainty. For example, games and sports always give you a lot of uncertainty, whether you'll win or lose. That's one of the ways, whether it is computer games, whether it is real offline games, to build more uncertainty in your life. You will automatically start to reduce the need for uncertainty in other areas of your life, right? Yeah. Sangeeta says, husband don't align with my goal for the future. That's fantastic. Yes. Why do I say that's fantastic? Now it is an opportunity for you to craft a framework where both of you can agree to disagree. What is the secret to long-lasting couples? Couples who have a system, who have a format in place where they can agree to disagree and still be happy. Their marriage lasts on average 25 years. Yes, in the US, right? Which is a very long time for them, right? 25 years or longer for those couples who find a way to agree to disagree. Two different people will never agree on the same thing, always. You have to find a way to agree to disagree. Okay, let's not get strayed away from what we're discussing right now. Yes, Milal says, me and my husband follow this. Yes, you have to still be happy if you don't agree. That's one of the core requirements of a relationship. Procrastination, putting off things to dangerous levels, gives you uncertainty. You lack so much uncertainty in your life. Everything is certain. You're having the same job, the same house, the same husband, wife, hopefully, all right? Same kids, same problems and issues every day. You have that same environment, so much certainty. And then when you get a task, you will deliberately avoid doing it because you will do it at the last moment. And that gives you that adventure and excitement. What if I can't finish it? What if this, that? Yes, that is one of the biggest reasons why people procrastinate, because you lack uncertainty. You're trying to find that uncertainty in your life. You're putting off things to dangerous levels. You're not renewing your car insurance. Yes, you renew it 1 week after it is expired. Now it is more expensive, but it gave you uncertainty. Yes. How many of you actually noticed this or experienced this in your life? It gives you that uncertainty. Yes, keeping things till the last moment. Me, loss of control, dysfunction, even danger, unhealthy relationships with uncertainty. Some people put themselves in danger to feel the uncertainty. Some people have this, crazy, I should say, impulse of doing dangerous things. Yes, how many of you know somebody like that, always doing dangerous things? Yes, we have that friend, who's crazy enough to always attempt to do dangerous things at least, right? Who'll go on adventure sports and all of those things. You can build uncertainty in other ways in your life. Adventure, right? That will help you realign your need for uncertainty or build uncertainty, because this is one of the number one things that is missing in our modern lives. Everything has become certain. Now we are not, in tribal environments where we are moving from one place to other. We have fixed homes. We have fixed food. We don't have to fight for food. We don't have to hunt for food. Our modern life has become very certain, right? Once you start building consciously a source of uncertainty in your life, it's going to make you, much more happier, right? Changing the vehicle. I want you to choose one area of your life where you're meeting the need for uncertainty, which is creating a negative impact on your life. What could I add to this ritual to make it healthier? Again, if you are eating sugar or smoking because of you need uncertainty in your life, cigarette packet says you will die. Right? Nowadays they put cancerous lungs on the cigarette packet. Yes, it has to cover, I don't know, 70% of the cigarette packet. So basically it is telling you you're going to die, but you smoke anyways. Why? Because that's what you want. You want to die. You want to feel the adventure. You want to feel the uncertainty, the variety of being able to die. Yes. So it's not dissociate. It's not, discouraging somebody who is looking for uncertainty, who's looking for variety, who's looking for adventure. It's encouraging you. It is telling you here is some more adventure. Try this. You might die. All right. Yeah. How can I reduce its impact? What can you do? Yes, maybe. So this is one thing I helped a person with who is to drive recklessly. Add gratitude to your driving. Yes. So how do you do this? When you're driving, look outside to the people who are walking, the poor people. Yes. Don't worry, I will tell you what to do for procrastination. Look outside people who are walking, who can probably never afford a car, and have gratitude that you're sitting inside in this nice environment which has an AC. Yes. And you're feeling comfortable. And can you have gratitude for it? Thank God that I have this beautiful car. And I should not look at hurting anybody with this car. I should not look at hurting myself with this car. Yes, you will automatically start to drive more safely. Add gratitude to your driving. All right. So for everybody asking for solutions, I'm going to give you this paradox exercise, right? And we're going to do this right now. This will have such a deep impact in your life. You will love your life going forward. See, you have to understand these two needs, certainty and uncertainty, are opposite experiences. Certainty and variety are opposite experiences, right? Everybody comfortable with this? Is the exact opposite, and both are human needs. Yes or no? Type yes in the chat. The opposite experiences, so they give rise to certain paradoxes. Yes, type yes in the chat if you understand. The kind of activities you need to do for certainty are going to be different from the kind of activities you're going to do for uncertainty, to meet your need for uncertainty, right? Now, very often we want certainty, but when it goes above a certain point, you don't want it anymore. You get bored of it. For example, you want the certainty of having a morning routine. You want to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. Now, once you start doing it, or you want to exercise every day, once you start doing it, what happens? After you do it for 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, now you have too much uncertainty in your life. Now you want uncertainty. And it starts to feel boring. So you tend to give up and do things for uncertainty. Now, when you stop doing it, now you have uncertainty. I could sleep instead of exercising. I could do something else instead of exercising. That gives you uncertainty. Now you start craving uncertainty because you've built certainty in your life. How many of you have experienced something like this in your life? Type me in the chat. Pankaj is already saying that's me. Parul says, please explain again. Parul, here is the example. Is this clear now? Yes. Certainty, when you try to build it by building a certain habit, by sticking to something every day, eventually you get bored of it very quickly because it's building so much certainty and our lives are already so certain. Yes, we don't have any certainty in our lives. For thousands of years, when we evolved in the forests, we evolved with a lot of uncertainty. Our minds are used to a lot of uncertainty. You didn't know whether you'll get food tomorrow. Yes, for millions of years, we have survived like that. Now our lives are suddenly so certain. We are safe. Yes, we have fixed job, fixed income, fixed food, fixed friends, everything is fixed. Yes. So anything we add on top of it, you want to build a new habit. Quickly, you become, you want to now change it. You are not able to handle that certainty. You want uncertainty. This is a paradox, right? So how do you resolve this? The number one thing you can do to resolve this, make a list of 7 to 10 things, activities that you can do, which are just different from what you do every day. Build conscious uncertainty in your life. You get to pick a random one each day and do it. So here is this exercise. So everybody, you are going to right now make a list of 7 to 10 things that are different from what you do every day, right? And every day you get to choose one of those activities and do it, right? So you can make a list of things like, okay, I will listen to a South Indian song today. Yes, full song, right? Or I will dance to this one thing for 3 minutes. Or I will go and eat at a new restaurant. Or while going to the office, I will take a new road route. I will travel through a different route. It will give me some difference, some uncertainty, right? Or I will call somebody from my school days today evening. Yes, I'll talk to a new person. Or I will compliment somebody at the office today. I'll give somebody a compliment. You're looking good, something like that. Yes, anything. I'll try a different exercise today. Yes. I will write a surprise note to my husband or your wife today. Just a love note, just like that. Yes. These kind of activities. Now, I want your creativity to flow, and I want you guys to tell me your ideas in the chat right now. Small little things. Does not involve extra money, extra time, nothing, but different from what you do every day. Yes. Pankaj says, morning walk, I will go only for a week, and that's no. You got the wrong idea. Small activity from a list, you pick one and you do it every day. So you wake up on Tuesday, okay, these are the activities today. What I will do today, I will use a different route and travel to my office. Yes. Today, what I will do, okay, today I will write a love note for my wife. Yes. Every day you get to pick one thing and do it. All right. Your variety list brings in the variety that you need. Yes. Preparing a new dish. Yes. Parul says, oh, it will be wonderful. It is. And it is very, 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 very life changing. I can't stress how important this is. Yes. And even though it appears very simple, you will automatically feel the need to build and stick to habits. Yes, you will be excited. There are two levels of uncertainty here. Everybody understand this? There are two levels of uncertainty here. Number one level is when you get to choose from a list of 10 or 20 things. Keep changing this list, keep adding this list. You get bored of something, you remove it from the list and add something to it. Every month, add something to the list, remove something from the list, all right? So first level of uncertainty is in the morning when you're choosing which activity I will do today. Now you're not allowed to repeat what you did yesterday. That is one level of uncertainty. Second level of uncertainty is actually doing that thing which is different from what you did yesterday. So the activity itself is a level of uncertainty, and the act of choosing from a list is also a level of uncertainty. So it gives you two levels of uncertainty. And suddenly within days, you will find yourself comfortable in sticking to habits without doing anything else. It's almost magical how this works. Yes, Parul says, but sometimes we're afraid to do this. Don't put things on the list that you're afraid to do. Put things you're comfortable to do. It's not about stepping out of your comfort zone. That's not what I'm training you to do here. Oh, go and speak to random new people every day. That's not what I'm telling you to do here. It's just different from something you did yesterday. You're not afraid to eat a different cuisine. You're not afraid to, maybe call a friend, right? You understand? Going to a place unplanned. Yes. Yes. Try not to think about past. That's not what we're talking about. How will that give you uncertainty? Something that is a change, that's a difference. Yes. New trading strategy. Yes. New client. You can try yoga. Your relative, you can go to visit a relative's place. Yes. Yes. You can go for a midnight drive. Yes. You can go for a long drive early in the morning, 6 a.m. Take your wife, enjoy the sunrise, 5 a.m., something like that. Yes. You may keep adding things and removing things from the list. New kind of dress. Love that idea. Yes. You're not afraid of a dress now. Yes. Read a good book. Visit the old temple. Yes. Anything that you don't do regularly, but do one of those things every day. Camera says be pleasant. Okay. If that's something you're not doing every day, maybe, you should start doing it anyways. Shashank says, I will explore every lake in the city one by one. What a great idea. I think you're from Bangalore. Yes, a lot of lakes in Bangalore. Arun says it will be amazing. It will be. Aridha says, jot down one page on unknown subject. Yes, you can start writing. I'll write a 4-sentence poem. Yes, you'll create a poem today. Yeah, play a sport. Yes, a different thing. One-time activity. Yeah? Follow positive things. More specific. Udaipur, city of lakes, fantastic. I visited Udaipur. Love that city. Yeah. I will try new song. Yes. Listen to a new song from a different country, maybe. Yes. Something like that. Give me some ideas in the chat, guys. Let's get more creative. It automatically feeds your need for uncertainty, and you are willing to stick to tasks that were giving you certainty. You'll automatically feel it has become easier for me to build new habits. Solve Sudoku. Yes. Draw natural art. Go for unplanned short trip. Yes. Cook new dishes. Yes. Try cooking something new. Watch a Korean romantic series. Yes. Different food. Yes. So everybody note down what other people are also saying. And today I want you to post this list in the WhatsApp group. See, when it comes to psychology, you won't get something that is, immediate and something like, very physically intensive, or like the NLP exercise that we were doing. You'll get very subtle things, small little changes, which have a big impact, right? Similar to this paradox exercise. This is an extremely powerful permanent behavior modification tool. Permanently, it will change your behavior in life with immediate effects. It's just as powerful, even more powerful, yet it does not appear that sexy. right? It does not appear that attractive. Oh my God, I did whoosh and something changed, right? So it doesn't have the wow factor, and yet it is still having a very, very big impact on your life. So I want you to stick to this one thing. Your task for today is post in the group your list of things you do to feel uncertain, right? Yes, list of things. Yeah. And let's get the most innovative, most unique things from other people's list. Yes. Also, the paradox exercise list you've created to bring in uncertainty in your life, you want to, share in this chat all the things you have decided to do. Yes, pick a random book and read, visit new holiday spots. Okay. Vishwanath has posted a nice list. Vishwanath posted in the WhatsApp group your uncertainty list, your variety list. Yes. Sudoku, eating outside from different hotels, enjoy speaking to family members without doing anything else. Yes. So write it as a one-time activity. For example, when you're writing, eating outside from different hotels, instead of that, eat at this Ananda Hotel on Kanakpura Road, something like that. And then another one. So today, try pastry at this place. So you see these things and you get to choose, right? Today, eat a healthy salad from this American, boutique, whatever it is, right? So make it more specific so you can just pick every morning what task you're going to do that day and you start doing it. All right. Fantastic. So I'm waiting for your list in the WhatsApp group. And tomorrow I will mention some of the people whose list I love. All right. So spend some time designing this, building it. Let's see who can post the most easy to do and yet different, unique activities in the WhatsApp group. So everybody has to create a list of 10 things. That's your target. Because the longer the list, the more variety you will have, to choose from. All right. Which is, can we have this week's recording? Absolutely. We will post it immediately. We'll post all the 5 together also. All right. So this is one of the best things you can do for yourself in the long run, in the big picture, right? So 6 months from now, 1 year from now, this will have made the biggest impact in your life. We already have great stories from previous batches. They are still sticking to, it's been 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years, and they always stick to the variety list. And you can involve other people in the variety list. Maybe I'll play a game with my kids. Yes. Or maybe we will play dumb charades. We will play at home, right? For 30 minutes. Everybody has that time. You don't just find that time, right? We'll play cards tonight. Yes, something like that. Some activity. It doesn't have to involve too much time or money from your end. Yes. Kevin says, be a good listener. See, this is not a secret way to build new talents for ourselves or to become a better person. That's not what I'm giving you. All right. They don't find things, okay, I will still try and improve myself through my variety list also. No, that is not the goal here. Right? This is not an interview. In an interview, they ask, what is your weakness? Sir, my biggest weakness is I can't stop working hard for my company. Yes, you're not trying to secretly still improve yourself through this variety list. That's not the goal here. Do things that you genuinely enjoy. All right. Rachna says, thank you so much for amazing task. Fantastic. This weekend, start doing it. I deliberately give this to you on a Friday so you can start implementing it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then come back on Monday with saying, how you feel, or are you able to now maybe start doing some new habits that you haven't been able to build before. All right, so that's it for this week. And try and finish 33%, 1/3 of your 30-day project by Sunday. Hopefully take a holiday on Sunday and get back to us on Monday morning telling me that you finished 1/3 of your 30-day project and you have your variety list ready. Right? So this is an interesting task. Yes. Now, everybody has to post in the WhatsApp group a list of around 10 things. All right. And the best list, I will give you a special mention on Monday. All right. And everybody will thank you. All right. And look at other people's list. Steal some ideas from there. I'll not call it steal, borrow some ideas from them. All right. And build your own list, make it more interesting. And this list has to keep changing as well. Every month, remove something which you've done many times, add some new things. All right. Beautiful. All right. Take care, guys. I'm going to end this session here. Have a fantastic weekend ahead. I'll see you again on Monday at the same time, 6:30 a.m. And I will share the recordings for this week as well. All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Yes. Everybody who's typing, thank you in the chat. Archana, Shivakumar, Revati, thank you so much. Srinivas, Dr. Pawan, Anandi, Revati, Chandra sir, Shiva. Thank you so much, guys.